What up, donkeys? Jack Haze here with JackAce.com, and I have another roulette system for you. This one is called CompuLongTime. It's actually CompuLongTime 2 because there was another system reviewed in April of 2022 called CompuLongTime, and it was a different system. CEG just coincidentally reviewed another system called CompuLongTime here in September 2023. It's a different system, but this one is also a comp system, meaning that you use this system to try to accumulate comps and hopefully not go too deep in the hole. That usually means there's a lot of small losses or maybe pushes. This one has a couple of small losses, a couple of big losses, and we'll go into the details of some of those losses and my rating of this system later. CEG rated this system a D, but they said actually it was an A if you can memorize this complicated system full of bets, and there are many, many bets that you have to memorize. I'll go into the system in detail. You can take a screenshot, but I'll have the entire betting layout for you to copy if you want to take a look at this system. They suggested the buy-in should be $1,000, but I think it should be much, much bigger. The average bet size is 330, so that's only about 3 bullets. Realistically, if you're going to be playing the system for comps, you need a lot more bullets than that. And we're going to be starting with a starting balance of $2.25 million, but we can just pretend that we only have 2,000. This system is a combination of many systems that cover a lot of the felt. First of all, we're going to start off with a $30 bet on black. You're going to bet $20 on the third column and $15 on the second column. You're going to bet $15 on the first dozen and $15 on the third dozen. We're also going to bet holy splits. That's 12 split bets, and we're going to put $5 on each. And we're also going to bet rumple, which is 6 corner bets of $5 each. We're going to bet something that's similar to double street martingale. Instead of betting 5 double streets with the same amount, we're going to bet 20, 20, 25, 20, and then 25 on the 5th double street that we bet. There's a handful of other corner bets that we're going to make as well, and we're going to put $20 straight up on the zero. That's a total of $330 being bet.
No more bets.
And let's spin. $7, that's a $30 loss. We are going to be playing this on a single zero wheel because we're going to try to maximize our comps. And we're going to try to maximize the length of time that we're able to play this. By playing on a single zero wheel, we eliminate one of the whacks. We eliminate the double zero. But there's some other issues with this system that I'm going to bring to light later on. One, that's a loss of $195. Now for this betting pattern, let me show you all the wins and losses for every number. Your biggest win is going to be $390 on the zero. You have 2 $150 wins. And you have a couple of $90, $75, $45 wins. One $60 win, some $45 wins, and some $15 wins. 4, that's a loss of $105. The expected loss for this system is $8.91 per spin. That's based on a $330 average bet and a 2.7% house advantage on the single zero wheel. I'm not going to bother calculating this expected loss for the double zero wheel because it's not suggested that you play on that. And since this is a comp system, I'm going to let you know that there is $1.78 earned in comps per spin. 16, we lose 135. And ironically, there are no whacks because we essentially have money on every single number on the felt. That's 37 numbers that all have equity. The lowest amount of equity we have is $1.25 of equity on the 34. So we do get money even though we hit that 34 compared to the $330 bet that we're making. We only lose $285 when we hit that 34. But there are some other sizable whacks on, let's say, the 1 and the 3 where you lose $195 and $180 each. 14, we win $15 there. That's our first win.
No more bets.
26, we win $75 there. This is a flat betting system, which means you don't bet more when you lose or bet more when you win. You just flat bet the same amount on every spin. 12, we lose 15.
No more bets.
10, we lose $60. We are now down $450.
No more bets.
4, we lose 105. When to walk, this isn't a system where you plan on winning lots of money. It's branded as a comp system or a play all day system, so supposedly you should be able to play this for extended periods of time. 13, that's another $15 loss.
No more bets.
5, that's a $15 gain. We are now down $555.
No more bets.
30, that's a $15 win as well. If you enjoy looking at roulette systems, you should go to my website, JackAce.com. There I have a catalog of over 350 roulette systems, and I have spin-by-spin results from the CEG dealer school. I also have my ratings and their ratings, which you can sort by. I also have a tool called the Roulette Bet Analyzer where you can enter your bets, and it will show you how much you're going to win or lose for every result, what your expected loss is per spin, what your expected comp value is per spin, which is very relevant here, and also what percent coverage of the wheel you have. 2, we lost $45 there.
No more bets.
26, that's a win. We actually win $75 there. Maybe we will turn things around here. The wheel coverage, you're actually betting on every number. So in one sense, you have 100% wheel coverage, but in reality, only 46% of the numbers are winners. And 3, we lose 180 there. We are down 690, and we actually don't have enough money to make the next bet.
No more bets.
But we're just gonna keep playing. 27, lose 105 there.
No more bets.
14, another small win, $15. If you want to submit your own roulette system, you can join my Discord. You can also submit your system directly to my Google form, and you can also join my Patreon, and that will fast track my review of your system. 30, another $15 small win.
No more bets.
We're still down a ton, $765. 36, that's a loser, minus 90. If you want to scale the system down, you can just divide by 5. That would make this a $66 bet per spin system. 11, that's a small win, $75, medium win.
No more bets.
34, that's a big loser, minus 285. That's our biggest losing bet. We are down 1065 right now. 19, that's a $45 loss. If you join my Discord, I'm pretty active there, and I answer a lot of the questions that people have. That's probably the best way to contact me right now. 21, we lose 30 there.
No more bets.
22, that's a loss of 105. We are down 1245 right now. And if you really want your system reviewed, submit it on my Google Forms and join my Patreon to get that fast-tracked. 23, that's a small $15 win.
No more bets.
10, that's a $60 loss.
No more bets.
11, that's a $75 win.
No more bets.
20, that's a big winner, relatively. We win 150 there. We're currently down 1065. So we're going to take a look at this system in my simulator a little bit later. I made a couple of improvements to my simulator and I hope you enjoy them. But for this system, since it's a comp system, I'm not going to look at trying to double our bankroll or increase it by 25 or 50%. I'm going to try to see how long a certain bankroll is going to last. And not only that, but we're going to look at how much incomes we're going to earn by playing this system. 14, that's a small win. We just win 15 there.
No more bets.
5, another small win, $15. A couple of things that I don't like about the system is that I feel like you're spreading yourself thin. There's a point of saturation where you're betting on way too many numbers. With every additional number that you bet, you're actually hedging your bets. And in this case, you're betting on all 37 numbers. Once you bet on 36 numbers, you've hit a point of saturation where every bet starts to hurt you after that. In this case, bets not only cancel themselves out, but cause you to lose on every spin.
No more bets.
Just imagine betting $1 on all 37 numbers. On every spin, no matter what happens, you're gonna lose $1 on every spin. 32, a medium win, $45. We are currently down 990,
No
still
more bets.
around 1,000 in the hole. And 3, that's a pretty big loser, minus 180.
No more bets.
6, a winner. We won 90 there.
No more bets.
27, that's a loser, minus 105.
No more bets.
11, a winner, $75.
No more bets.
26, another $75 winner. Normally, I would go over alternate ways of betting a system, and here I'm going to do something that's a little bit different. We're going to take this system and we're going to multiply every bet by 36. That turns the $330 bet into a bet of $11,880 per spin. I know that doesn't sound very realistic, but I'm doing this for a reason. So by multiplying everything by 36, all of the bets can be divided equally. You can see how much equity we have per spot. Here, the lowest amount of equity we have is on the 34. We have $45 of equity, and the most equity we have is $720. That's on the 0. But since we're betting on 37 numbers, we can take the two lowest values of equity, that's 135 and 45, and of those two numbers, we can subtract the higher number from every other bet. So we're gonna zero out the 45, we're going to zero out the 135, and for every other number, we're going to subtract 135. And after that, we get this betting pattern. This is a total of $6,975 per spin. That's a significant reduction from $11,880. That's a 41% reduction of the total amount bet. So by doing that, we've reduced our expected loss per spin of $321 approximately down to $188.51. And if you look at all the wins and losses, all the wins have gone up, and all the losses have decreased in value. So you're losing less and winning more on every single spin.
No more bets.
34, that's our biggest loser. It's not a full whack, but that's the most we can lose on a single spin. That's $285 in the hole. That's a $285 loss. We are currently down $13.20. 18, that's a winner. $60.
No more bets.
23, a small win, $15.
No more bets.
And we'll make this our last spin. 32, that's a small win of $45, a medium win. So that was our last spin, our 40th spin. We are currently down $1,200. But let's take a look at this in the JackAce simulator. So we're here in the JackAce simulator and we are simulating CompuLongTime 2. This is a $330 average bet. And I'm running through a couple of just one-off simulations here. We're going to start with a starting balance of $2,000 and I'm going to put the win threshold at $10,000, which is very hard to get. And based on simulations I've done in the past, we were only successful about 3 out of every 5,000 attempts. But we're really not interested in the success percentage. What we want to look at is how long does this $2,000 last? And if we look at the failure rate, we usually fail at around 194, between 190 and 200 spins before we go broke, before we're unable to make that $330 bet. So if you multiply 194 times 330, you get around $64,000 that has been wagered. Now, of that $64,000, you multiply that by 2.7%, and you get around $1,700 in expected losses. So of that $1,700, you multiply that by 20%, and that's how much the casino is probably going to comp you. And that turns out to be around $345. So not only have you lost your $2,000, but you've only gained $345 in comps. And if you look at 194 spins, that's a little bit over 3 hours if you're doing 1 spin per minute or 60 spins per hour. So at this point, you've lost all your money. You've gained enough, probably to afford a single night in the hotel. But in terms of trying to earn 3 days worth of comps from your $2,000, that's not going to happen. If you just continue to buy in for more, that money can extend your stay. You can earn more in comps. But for around 3 hours of gambling, you're only going to earn around $345 in comps, but you're expected to lose $1,700. So the more you gamble, because of the law of large numbers, the more you gamble, the more your actual result is going to look like what your expected result is, which is being down around $1,700 after 3 hours of play and only getting back 345 of it in comps. So that's how CompuLongTime performed in the simulator. As you can see, this is really not a comp-friendly system. Starting with $2,000, that's double what the suggested buy-in is. You're only able to make it last for about 190 spins. That's not even 4 hours of real play. So $2,000 is not going to last you for 1 day's worth of gambling on this comp system. This is a horrible system. You should not use it for playing in general, and you should definitely not be using it to try to earn comps. I give the system an F. Every system where you bet more than 35 numbers at a time is going to get an F from me because you're canceling bets out. And watch this video to learn exactly why. But never bet on 36 or more numbers at a time. It is the worst thing you can do in roulette. It's worse than betting the 5-number bet in my opinion, and I think it's the worst thing you can do. Imagine betting $100 on red and $105 on black. That would be one of the stupidest things you can do. So that is CompuLongTime. What do you think of it? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. Always gamble responsibly, never play 000 roulette, and peace out, donkeys.